Hello, Mr. Benton. I'm Mitchell Ronan, and I'm the sales rep for York Tire Shoes. Thanks for meeting with me this afternoon.
Yes, thanks for meeting with me today.
Well, before we get started, are there any questions you have about what we do at York Tire Shoes?
Yes, I actually have a few questions. How long has your company been in the business?
Well, we have been in the business for about 62 years now, and our home office is actually located right here in Fargo, North Dakota.
How long have you worked for York Tire Shoes?
Well, I have worked for York Tire Shoes for about 11 years now, this coming January. And this company has taught me a lot about selling shoes and helping small businesses like yours create more customer loyalty and profits.
Great, it's good to know I'm dealing with an experienced person.
Well, exactly. Now, the past few weeks, you and I have discussed what York Tire Shoes can do for you and your business. I have a question for you. Skechers and Stafford, they're your top selling brands in your store, correct?
Yes, Skechers and Stafford are my top sellers.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what is the return on investment on those shoe sales?
No, I don't mind at all. Honestly, our return on investments for those brands is low because they manufacture a quality shoe and are also a prestigious company. Because of the economy, they have started to raise their prices, and that is forcing me to do the same. That is the reason why I've called you.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I understand everything you're talking about completely. Now, did you know that York Tire Shoes uses the same materials that Stafford and Skechers uses to manufacture their shoes, but we do it for a fraction of the price?
No, I did not.
Well, did you know that York Tire Shoes they're also manufactured in the United States to maintain quality?
No, you surprised me again.
Well, here's the best part. The reason why your return on investment on your shoe sales is because you are paying a premium for their brand name. At York Tire Shoes, we do not upcharge your shoes because of our name. We believe in cutting costs as much as possible while keeping the integrity of our brand.
Wow, that sounds great. However, Stafford and Skechers are well-known brands, and I don't want to ruin my relationship with them by getting inventory from a different company.
Yeah, I completely understand that. But I have a question for you. Do you want to increase your return on investment?
Well, yes I do.
Well, that's great. And that's something I really want to help you with. And I'm not saying you should completely cut Stafford and Skechers out of your retail store. I understand that you want to keep a positive relationship with those brands. However, if you have an opportunity to increase your return on investment, you should seize that opportunity.
I guess that makes sense when you put it that way. But what about my customers? I feel that they will begin to shop somewhere else if I start to carry your product.
Well, you bring up a good point. I brought with me today a shoe that is very comparable to Stafford and Skechers. Take a look at it and tell me what you think.
Wow, I honestly can't tell the difference between your shoe and what I have in my store.
Well, exactly. Now, don't you think that your customers will think the same way when they pick this shoe up off your sales floor? Also, just think about how their jaw will drop when they see that this shoe is substantially less expensive than Stafford or Skechers.
Wow, I guess I didn't think of it like that before. When you put it that way, it makes sense.
Now, can't you also imagine how carrying this shoe will keep your current customers and make them more glad they shopped at your retail store because they got the same quality shoe for a lower price?
Yes, I can imagine my customers would be thrilled to see that.
Well, exactly. Now, what other questions or concerns do you have for me about making this decision?
I think you've covered everything. I can't think of any questions I have for you.
Well, that's great. So, how about we set you up with a small shipment of shoes that can be here at the end of next week? That way, you have time to prepare for their arrival.
Hold on a second. I'm not sure if I'm ready to sign a contract just yet. This is all moving a little too fast.
Well, what about this process is moving too fast for you?
I just feel that I need to think about it for a while, that's all.
Well, I understand that. But just to recap over everything we just talked about, you do like the quality and price of the shoe, right?
Yes,
And you understand how carrying this shoe can help bring more profit into your business?
yes.
Now, wouldn't you rather want to get started on growing your business today versus next month?
Well, after you put it that way, I see your point. I need to start today in order to receive those benefits tomorrow. I'm ready to get started.
Hey, that's great. Well, I have the paperwork with me for you to sign, and after the first shipment comes in, I will personally stop back into your store to help set it up and to answer any questions you have.
That's very nice of you to do that. I can't wait for those shoes to be in my store.
Oh, exactly. Well, thanks for doing business, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.